Okay, I'm going to show you how to fix your, or program the rear diff. Obviously plug into your OBD2 port. You're going to need one of these guys, VCM2. I got mine from obdtool.com. You'll need a virtual machine. That's just how the software for this works. Got software comes on a CD. We'll put it on a VM, and you'll have to fiddle around with it a little bit because there's a license thing. I'll show you how to do that in a second. So you're going to be programming your rear diff. So I have my notes here for the actual numbers that were laser etched onto the rear diff. They're in two different spots. Yeah. That looks like a G at the end, but I'm sure it's a C. So, oh well. Okay. You're going to want to pass the device into your VM. Trying to read it through. So your VM2 is probably this guy. Okay. Use startup IDS patch. And those are in the instructions for the software that came with the tool. Okay. So it looks like it found my car. So yeah, that looks good. Powertrain maybe. So I have actually done this once before. Oh, I bet you that's it. Yeah, here we go. Coupling calibration data writing. It's gonna take a second. I think maybe hit this check mark. Okay, so it's gonna say, yeah, so if you replace your rear diff, you have to do this. Yes. Yep, so that's the information I got on the rear diff. It's either laser engraved here, or sometimes it's on a sticker here. I had a remanufactured diff, and reading these was extremely difficult. I managed to do it with Sharpie, and then I had to use isopropyl alcohol to remove the excess because these were so faint, and then that left Sharpie in what was left. Very unfortunate, but whatever. Okay, so, and then you just write this stuff in. I'd recommend you triple check it. So let's see here. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. 2, 7, 4, 1, 7197. Okay, so hopefully I typed that in right. Yeah, looks good to me. There is one thing that I had to do the first time. Check if the ignition is switched to on. It is. Engine is not running. Oh, awesome. Apparently it's mad at something. While we're doing this, I will show you. So I actually had to enter in some specific info from the, I forget what it's called, PCM or ECU or something. Okay. So it wanted some numbers, and it was from the ECU. There's probably another name for it, PCM, whatever, engine control module. And what I had to do was sort of shine a flashlight down there and record the numbers. So you got to look down there, and you have to try and read these numbers. It's probably not going to come out in the camera too easily. You can remove this part. You don't have to. But there are numbers there, and you will have to read those, write them down, and then the software will ask for those numbers. Okay, so there was some weirdness with what was on the PCM. So I took these notes. I had what was actually on my PCM was this or this, and then what I had to put in the software was slightly different because it kept coming back as front wheel drive, and that doesn't make sense because obviously this is an all-wheel drive, and that's why we're replacing the diff in the first place. So it had found my session before I started. I'm going to start a new one. I think maybe all other. I was going to try and talk to the PCM, and then it's going to ask you a question. The same VIN was found in the previous. Do you wish to abort and restore that session? So I'm going to say no, and the reason for that is so that I can show you guys how this works. So the answer there is yes. Okay. This seems about familiar. So I had to put the VIN in. So I got notes for that, of course. Okay. This is all messed up, of course. All right, so first thing, I guess it asks you for the VIN. Oh. Okay. Seems right. So now it's done that. Go over to this toolbox. Looks like it's chassis, 4-wheel drive, coupling, calibration, data writing. We'll see if it, then you hit this check mark. See if it asks the same question that it asked me before, where I had to input the prefix and whatnot. Interesting. Ignition is in the on position. Just gonna try and write it. There you go. Coupling.
What are you doing?
Making a video.
What?
I'm making a video. So this will come up. I wish I could show you about the what I had to do with the PCM number and whatnot. It used to ask me for this, and I had to fiddle around quite a bit. PCM code that works is PYNA, and then I did a B for the postfix. Yeah, if I manage to find that again, I'll try and do it and help. But yeah, so it'll say coupling calibration data complete. You could do this check mark. Yep. Check the DTCs. Turn the ignition to the off position. And in theory, it should be happy now. So there's a really cool feature with this software, though, is you can save this log, so it'll log everything you've done. Now, what's important is part of the log is you want to see that it says coupling calibration data writing start and exit, and we saw that it was complete. But yeah, this is useful to double check that you've done what you thought you did.